Good morning, friends. I remember us talking on this particular topic about homelessness, and I remember like we had the whole Diesel skit where Diesel came in, and I said, it's more of a topic than really a storyline based on where they were going with the actual topic in itself of Diesel being a homeless man and recovering from homelessness. And I said that that's one of the biggest topics right now in America because of because of inflation and different things that are happening. I wanted to pinpoint here though a real life story that has actually occurred, just so you can see exactly what I was talking about. But let me just run back from the diesel
Hey,
thing.
I'm okay.
what's
I'm
happened?
I'm I'm cruising like Smokey Robinson. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm doing my thing. But enough about me. How about you?
No, I don't want to talk about me at all. Like, do you need something? Like, what happened?
This
Or your family, or you don't have anybody?
no, I don't have I don't have nobody.
So remember when we were talking on this topic, and I said that one of the things is that homeless people tend to be um people say them stubborn, and what I mean, they don't need help and whatever else it is. And I said the best thing you can do with a person who is homeless, right, is not just 100% take them in. The first thing I want y'all to do is you need to get them some sort of an intervention. No, if them just go homeless, if you know them and they just fell on hard times just now and they just went homeless, all right, okay, you probably could work something there. But as long as it's like they've been on the streets for a period of time and you're not certain and you don't know exactly what's going on, my suggestion to you in something like that is to see exactly if you can connect them with like some level of social services. Because the social service is going to know exactly what to do with them. And when you pay attention, it's because this is actually one of the child stars from the US.
I'm
You
doing
didn't.
all right though. I'm doing all right.
You didn't tell anybody.
You know what? I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna be back on my feet soon. I thank y'all for what y'all doing there. The Brody Hearts in Action. That's a beautiful
No,
thing.
please take more. Do you need more? Do you need food?
No, I'm good with this right here. I'm good with this.
Happy holidays, everyone. I hope you're somewhere nice and warm with your families. Unfortunately, Tylor Chase is not. And this is the case for millions of other Americans. Right, the hotel situation. We got Tyler shelter. Hooray. Everyone's happy. Tyler's happy. Not the case.
All right. So, see, that's the first thing. So when these people do this, right, and when you get up and you just house someone and you don't know what's going on, you don't know what's in there. It's like me buying a car and really not checking out the car, like checking exactly, getting a mechanic to check the car out to see exactly if the car is fine. I'm gonna use that reference because that's kind of easier to understand. Human beings are much of the same, right? I'm not calling us cars, but we're wired in a certain way where there are certain pieces that needs to be working. That's why I speak so much about Amber's mental health, because I know exactly where it can go and I know exactly how far before you have to how much work you have to do to kind of get it back. But keep listening to Ned here. Ned is from one of those shows that you'd watch. I think it was in the 2000s, basically, and I'll kind of see if I can put the show up on the screen. But these are just child stars. The guy on the white guy is from that particular movie as well too, and so he's now on the streets. The black guy was on the actual movie as well. He tried to help him out, give him a hotel. So that's what's going on right here. But look at the outcome of it.
Guys, we got him into the hotel, and just that night, I receive a call from management. They're upset. The door is left open. Why is there a microwave in the tub? The refrigerator's turned over. I just feel so devastated. I'm at a loss. And his family told me that they had tried the hotel thing before and it didn't work. And
Right. So okay. So while I love his valiant effort, the hotel thing did not work. The hotel thing didn't work because again, he should have been digging deeper. But a lot of times, what they try to do is they try to do this. It's a social media thing. This guy is on social media, and you want to get kind of a good rapport on things, so you jump right in there to assist. Right. If you notice my help, I guess I don't post it too much because my thing is more the families than just. But sure, you want to show up that you're doing good things. But that's the idea. So yes, the Ned, which is the black guy, that's his name, Ned, is trying to basically help the guy Tyler on the right hand side of your screen, and that has backfired, and it has backfired simply because Tyler has a mental problem, right? And his mental problem is very, very deep, right? It's obvious, it's very severe. What you'll find is, as a person who works with people who sometimes face homelessness, what you'll find is that when you go homeless for a period of time, you don't even know exactly how to live in the real world again. And that's something that some people just don't understand. Like just basic living, basic taking care of yourself, basic paying a light bill, basic paying your rent, basic cleaning up after yourself, because you don't have to do it. You've been doing it for so long now. You've been doing everything that you've been doing for so long that at this point in time, your mind is now conditioned to go about life that way. And that's exactly what is going on right here.
Of course, Dan, why did you assume that you were going to be able to, just fix this situation? I don't even think we should be at this point, guys. 3 nights ago, when we tried to get him to the hospital, the authorities should have. I don't understand how a system could be in place, right? We have all these social systems where help should be provided for these people facing mental health issues.
All right, so let me stop Ned right here, right? And I think this is happening in California. Help is provided for people with mental health issues. What Ned is not realizing that there are also laws that he's actually facing when it comes to mental health. What is Anil talking about? Okay, so there's something called autonomy, okay? And autonomy is to ensure that no one can just get up and put you into a psych ward without your permission, okay? Or you being an actual detriment. Now, if Tyler was, let's say, someone who was about to harm himself or was going to be a danger to others, I don't know, he had something wielding, then yes, in that instant when they catch him, sure, they can put him in. But if Tyler is just homeless and just walking around and is not troubling anyone at all, then he does have the same right in the United States of America as any other American. He has the right to go down into the gutters and come right back out. He has the right to do that. That's what Ned and a lot of people don't really and truly understand. They don't quite understand that. And Ned is, by the way, Daniel Curtis. He doesn't understand a lot of that. People don't understand this. That's why they can't take you. Because if they were to do that, just imagine how many people would have just been locked up. You could have seen a friend and say, you know what? I don't like that friend and I feel like I need to call the authorities on them to have them just whisk them away because I think that they're going crazy. Just think about that. I'm not trying to make light of it here, but that's what would happen. If you look at the Wendy Williams story and notice how Wendy Williams is now under a conservatorship, and it is taking her a long time and it's very hard for her to get from underneath that conservatorship. And remember, when you're under conservatorship, you no longer make decisions for yourself. Someone is making those decisions for you. That's what I think Ned, which is the black guy, is not quite understanding with all of this. Let's run it.
Drug abuse issues, right? Taxpayers vote on this stuff all the time. 5150 exists. A third party should be able to get someone into treatment, get them a psychological evaluation to figure out what is going on and allow them to detox. I'm just crushed that these systems are not working effectively. They're not.
All right. So he's wrong that the system is not working. The system is working because the system is giving everyone a fair chance to take care of themselves versus intervening, you know what I mean, because you don't like what's going on. This is where I'm coming from right now. Remember, we're talking about the homelessness and people would come in the comments and they would complain about diesel. That's what I'm talking about. That's why these systems are held in place for certain reasons. Now, if Tyler was ready for, if I think that the guy's name is, yes, Tyler was ready for treatment, he would have said that, or he would have indicated that, or something would have prompted the system to basically act on his behalf. But it can't just act on his behalf without his permission. And that's what a lot of times people don't understand when they try to help people in homelessness. They don't understand that. Like the system has ways and means of how it needs to work. Or else it could just lock you up and then what? that's the question. Then what? Because that's what I think that he doesn't quite grasp. Then what? Let's just say the system was to whisk this guy away and do, whatever it is. He's not ready yet to be treated. He's not ready for treatment. And people have to be ready for treatment. You got to be ready for treatment before you can actually treat someone. Or else you're going to treat him now and then he's going to go right back to the same thing again. And trust me, only I see it. Right? Because I work in the mental health field. You will do that and then they go right back into the same system again. That's just how it actually works. So I just wanted to kind of, I don't want to spend too long on this, but I just wanted to kind of give you like a real life story so you guys can see this in real time. This is an actual real time story that's actually populating the internet right now. Check it out. Daniel Curtis Lee and Tylor Chase. It's a whole situation. He's a whole child star. Let me see if I can find, let's see if I can find something on the guy. Hold on. Daniel There we go. So he's coming from that show. You will know him from the Nickelodeon. There's a Nickelodeon show that I think it's called Ned's World or something to that effect. I don't know if you know him at all. Ned's World. I think that's what the name is. Is that what it is? I think the name is Ned's World. Aha. Aha. So it's Ned right here. So it's this guy. Let me see if I can put it big on the screen so y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I'll try to see if I can leave it right here. This is the guy, Ned right here, which is that's the black guy right here. So that's them basically. Ned is from Ned's World. They're all Nickelodeon stars, and they know the little kid from being a part of something else. Some people go homeless for different reasons. You never know. He might just be facing like a drug problem, and that's just how the drug problem works. That's the drug problem in America. You know what I mean? That's just what we face. You know, a lot of other places have been facing the same problems as well. But it's just hey, it's not just what you call it now, synonymous only to America in itself. But so Ned is the guy right here. That's who the black guy pretty much is when they talk about Ned. I don't know if you've seen this before on Nickelodeon, or if your kids has ever watched this, but that's where it came from. That's exactly where all of this stemmed from, and so he was trying to reach out and assist. But again, when you're gonna assist the homeless, you may want to get like someone in the social services feel that quite understand a little bit more and can guide them to the resource, because you want to know if they're ready for treatment. And that's all it really is. At the end of the day, you can't 5150 anybody at all. People have their own autonomy, and they should be allowed to do so. Like they should be allowed to, go on drugs and do what they're doing. So even though I'm complaining about Amber as well, she's allowed to do what she's doing. I can just give an opinion on it, but she's allowed to do what she's doing. Give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. Do you find this valuable? I'm gonna talk to y'all soon, guys.